the first interview, it debunked half these lies, and now you don't hear about any of it. You don't hear about the pool party because it was on June 27th. You don't hear about anything else that was mentioned. Thousands of lies, and now, oh, the audio comes back, and all of a sudden we can hear Nolan yelling in the background, screaming. We're screaming about how he's dead. That's just a complete lie, and it's another lie to push this narrative that people don't want to turn down. It's insane to me.
Sorry to interrupt. I know you're enjoying this incredible interview. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, and also join our membership program. Let's get back to the interview. And if you guys could say one thing to naysayers out there, in your opinion, that are naysayers, I want to give you, a 30-second opportunity to say what you would want to say to people regarding what you're saying are lies that have been told about you. And I can start here and we'll go all the way down to and what you add. But Morgan, if you had an opportunity to have this projected to everybody in the United States of America, many people who have made statements about you and about what occurred that day.
Sherrod Brown opened our borders to dangerous illegals.
Modou Noam was behind the wheel of this semi.
What would you say to them? Like just a 30-second, this is what you would want to convey.
First I would say that, it's proven in evidence that they're all lies. I think that most of these people are just going to, I say most of these people, a lot of these people that have posted stuff out there, they've just been lies backed by no evidence. And if I had one thing to say to them, I'd say do your research before you go out saying something that's not true, that could hurt someone. Just do your research. It's easy. All you have to do is just scroll like they do all day long and find the evidence that's right in front of their face. And it'll prove its own facts.
I could say do the proper research. Sort through all the lies. And a lot of these stuff, you can just tell straight off the bat it's lies. And for one, it's defaming us. And for two, it makes you look like a dummy. You're just saying stuff, just pulling it out of who knows where, and you just look like an idiot on your phone making this TikTok or whatever. Do your research, man. If you can't simply do that, don't get on your phone and start making a video.
It's just kind of concerned me with how people have the time of day to just make up complete lies out of something that they have no evidence of and to post it on social media to put other people down. It's insane to me, how just people push this and want to make this a story that it's absolutely not. I don't know what happened to Nolan. My friends don't know what happened to Nolan. But for people to come around and say, oh, this happened for a fact, and I know this, and there's no telling me otherwise, then that's just stupid. You have no, half these people that are saying all these crazy things on the internet, those lies have already been debunked. There's evidence supporting this is a lie. Why are you still saying this? These people just have no idea what they're talking about. And it's very clear because a lot of these people just speak without thinking and post stuff without thinking. But at the end of the day, it just looks really stupid on their page and whatever they're posting on. But it's just sad. People really take the time out of their day to post a bunch of BS lies on a bunch of 19 and 20-year-olds who have never done anything to hurt anyone and, loved their friend. I love that man more than anybody. And so did all of my friends. And it's absolutely horrible that these people want to come on and push this narrative that we had something to do with this or we killed our best friend. It's just sick to me, Brandon. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, this might be too long, but I have a few things I need to add. First of all, with respect to Warren, if you just murdered your best friend on an island, the dumbest thing you could do would be to call the Coast Guard, to call a federal law enforcement agency and tell them, hey, can you guys go out and check out this island and look for Nolan Wells? Well, that's exactly what Warren did. Warren called the Coast Guard. And that is one of many very compelling facts. He got back and he called the Coast Guard. Does that sound like a guilty man to you? All right, now these are all American young men, incredible young men. And they did a lot more than just that. I won't go through all of it now, but they did a lot of heroic things after the fact. And they did the best they could. And they tried for their dear friend. All of their actions are the actions of innocent men, not guilty men. And again, they are categorically, completely, and totally innocent. All right, but that's not the end of it. I'll say this again. If you lied, you won't be able to hide. If you lied, you won't be able to hide. And you're gonna be held accountable. And if you lied about these fine young men, these good Ocean Springs people, you're gonna be held accountable. You're gonna be sued. I tell you, there are gonna be lawsuits because we have already identified some of the worst offenders. And it may have felt good for them in the moment, instant gratification, sugar high. They got their sugar high. But long after that sugar high wears off, they're gonna find themselves in court and it's going to be excruciatingly painful. The only thing I can say about that is it won't be quite as painful as what they did to Morgan, Jax, and Warren.
So Ed, I got one question for you because the way you guys articulate the defamation, obviously, if someone puts out online lies, knowingly and intentionally do them, knowing that they're lies, in part, that's a part of the defamation. But is the racial component, because when someone goes out and says things without evidence, projecting that this was a racial encounter, is that a part of this defamation or does that not count as far as your tactics on defending them or defending their honor, I guess, in this situation?
Well, one thing that we're never gonna do is we're never gonna speculate and we're never gonna guess like some other folks who got their sugar highs and are sucking up all the oxygen in the room for now, and they'll have their day in court. But we can talk about what might motivate people. And I won't talk about any particular people because I am not inside their head right now, but I can tell you that racism for profit is a major factor here. And we don't have to name names, but racism for profit, generating outrage for profit, in the end, it's all about money. And we don't even have to think about whether the racism that these people are talking about is real or fake or anything like that. It's racism for profit. And it's part of the motive. But when you have offenders who defame innocent young men, fine innocent young men, upstanding young men, it might be a constellation of motives. Profit, animus, stupidity, ignorance. Maybe they just don't like evidence. See, we really like evidence here. Tyler Cox really likes evidence. I really like evidence. Morgan, Jax, Warren, we really like evidence. And that's the difference between the other guys and us. And we have evidence. We have the receipts, we have the goods, and we're gonna be presenting it in court. And I will say, once we present it in court, we're gonna say, now you can't leave.
Do you think that the other side, because I've seen through social media that there's a preparation of lawsuits against the boys. Is there merit, according to your knowledge in this space, is there merit to pursuing lawsuits against them?
I'm so glad you asked that question because I can answer that question definitively and unequivocally. Anybody who sues Jax, Warren, or Morgan, they're gonna end up paying our attorney's fees. Guaranteed.
Hey, did you know you might get a big cash payout if you were in a car accident up to 1 year ago?
Any lawsuit, and I'm gonna warn anyone right now, anybody who is thinking for 1 second about suing these fine young men, these good Ocean Springs people, you're gonna pay their attorney's fees. You're gonna lose, you're gonna get annihilated, you're gonna get crushed. You have nothing. And here's the beauty of it, we know you have nothing because we actually have the evidence. We know what happened. And I'll just say it like this. We have a pair of aces and you have 2-7 offsuit.
So with all the negative that's going on, obviously there's been positive that I've seen that have come y'all's direction. I felt like when Warren came out and did the interview the first time, of course, a lot of people decided to say a lot of negative things, but then there's a tremendous amount of people that were very supportive and thankful that they had a chance to hear the other side. So what are y'all's thoughts and feelings on the other side of this, where people have been supportive? Kind of what are your thoughts on that? What have you experienced in that area?
I want to start off and just say that has helped us tremendously through this. One, mentally knowing that there are people on our side that are here to help and want to help and are actually helping with the online stuff. And I want to say thank you to everybody who has made a video on the positive side of things and showing the actual facts and debunking a lot of false information and giving to the Gifts and Go. Yeah, that's another really big one. Thank you so much for that, giving to the Gifts and Go. That means a lot, more than you could ever imagine.
Yeah, Morgan?
I just want to say thank you to all the people out there. I personally went through and looked at all the, there's a prayer thing, you can say a prayer on there. And I personally went through and looked at all the prayers, and I'm just really appreciative of all the people that I know that have our backs and have supported us through all of this. It's really helped us out.
That's great.
Obviously I want to give thanks. My friends and my family really appreciate it. I mean, it's hard to get by every day without having a group of people behind you. It really helps my friend and I's, especially like mental side of things, knowing that we have a community behind us that is willing to stand for us and stand for the truth. And, we can't thank them enough. Like seriously with, like Morgan said, the prayers and just even the money and the Gifts and Go. It's a blessing from the Lord. And, we can't thank everybody enough. Seriously, it's been more than enough. So
Ed, what are your thoughts on this? I know you see the outpouring of support for the boys. I know that obviously with your credentials, you're taking on this case, which is a huge undertaking, representing multiple young people in this, with so many people that you have mentioned that could be possibly going to get sued in this. So what would you like to say to the people about this?
Well, the most important thing is that these 3 outstanding young men who are completely innocent are worth standing behind. It's worth standing behind them. It's worth supporting them because these 3 gentlemen here, they're going to go out into the world and they're going to do incredible things for society, right? These are 3 young men who want to help people and who are going to help people. They're just wonderful souls, wonderful human beings. So if you want someone to support, if you're looking for someone to support, and if you're looking for people who tell the truth and like evidence and common sense, you should support these guys, not the other guys who traffic in lies. All right, now there's a Give, Send, Go page, right? Those donations are very important. We have an incredible legal team. I'm very, very privileged to be working with Tyler Cox, called Cox, right? So, but we're going to be bringing powerhouse lawsuits, absolutely powerhouse. But, right, it does require support, and any support is greatly appreciated. But there are also things that people can do that have nothing to do with money. All we're asking people to do is embrace reality, embrace common sense, and don't give in to your worst impulses. Do the research. Read, look at the evidence, right? Start judging credibility and look at the respective motivations, the motives on both sides, right? On one side, You have some folks who maybe are not motivated by such great things. But what we have on our side and why you should support us, one word for you. My favorite word, which is virtue. We've got virtue, all right? We've got the honesty. We've got the integrity, right? We're doing the right thing here. Honesty, integrity. That's us. Honesty, integrity, and the truth. And those are very high virtues. And that's why you should support these incredible young men.
Well, thank you guys for agreeing to do an interview. I really, the purpose, and I think you guys can agree to this or lament to it, that the purpose is just to get the message out there. You know, I'm not an investigator in this case. I've done this for a living for a very long time. I know when people are lying and when they're not. And I want the world to know the only reason I'm even willing to talk to you guys is because you've shown through evidence that you've shown me and also through your character that you guys are trustworthy and you're at least in good faith telling me your side of the story. And so I just want to say thank you guys for doing the interview and good luck.
Thank you.
You just watched part 2 of an incredible interview. I know that you guys enjoyed it. If you enjoy real